following program is brought to you in living color on NBC.
Walt Disney presents
The Wonderful World of Color.
our program this week from the wonderful world of make-believe, Cavalcade of Songs. The wonderful world of color is brought to you by Eastman Kodak Company. Kodak, the dependable name for quality. In cameras, in film, in pictures you'll treasure now and for years to come.
Some of the richest hours of your life are those you spend traveling, and nothing can save the precious moments of a trip better than pictures. Whether you visit Rome and see the massive beauty of the Colosseum, or go to Bangkok and glide through the colorful, busy canals, or make a trip to our own Yellowstone National Park. Wherever you go, these are times to save in pictures. Pictures you can enjoy again and again. Your travel pictures will be priceless, so insist on dependable Kodak film. And for color slide or movies, be sure to buy Kodak prepaid processing mailers with each roll of Kodachrome film. Then, as you finish a roll, just mail it to Kodak. They'll process your slides or movies and return them directly to your home, ready to enjoy in brilliant color. Ask for Kodak prepaid processing mailers, and remember, you can depend on the name Kodak.
This is the Music Library in the Disney studio. And now, our host, Walt Disney.
People often ask us where we get the songs for our pictures, how we decide what songs we want to use, and how we go about working them into our stories. Now, to answer these questions, I think it would be best to go into the history of some of these songs and the pictures they come from. Now, later in the program, we're going to tell you how we went about building the songs into our first CinemaScope cartoon feature, Lady and the Tramp. But first, let's start by reenacting a scene that took place way back in 1933. Please bear with us because we may not succeed in looking as young as we did when we created our first song hit, Who's Afraid of the Big Bad Wolf? We had just finished a short subject about Noah's Ark, and all the story sketches were being taken down off the boards. Now, we were waiting for an idea to hit us.
Well, whatever we do, boys, just don't make another one so darn many animals in it. The guys went crazy trying to draw all those characters in the ark.
That's right. We need a change of pace. You know, something simple, just 3 or 4 characters.
Well, how about the one we've always wanted to do and never got around to, the 3 Little Pigs?
Well, Ed, I don't get much out of those pigs.
Well, you got something simple, 4 characters, 3 pigs and a wolf.
Now, the wolf would make a great heavy.
Well, he's the one that went, open the door, I'll bust it in. If you don't, I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house down. You mean that guy?
Yeah, turns blue in the face.
He can lose his pants.
Ted, it's a good story. It's timely, and not only that, it's timeless. And they won't be ordinary pigs. We'll do something, give personalities. The 2 gay giddy pigs, we dress them up like sailors or something.
Well, they could
Laugh at their practical brother.
Hey, how about getting a tune in this one, too? You know, something to express the theme?
You mean simple, like what kids in school would go, Who's afraid of the wolf? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, we need
yeah.
something more with a beat in it.
Yeah, they get tired of that for the pictures. We got to have something that, expresses the theme. Frank.
Frank.
Oh, hey. Wait a minute. Get the idea first. The theme is pigs. Haven't you got something, a pig ditty of some kind?
Let's put it in 4/4 time.
Yeah, something like a dance to Frank.
I see one a pig with a fiddle, maybe the other with a flute.
We better get a lyric writer in on that.
Oh, no, let's keep it simple.
Okay, what's your first line?
Well, you know, the brother's always warning about the wolf, so it'd be, who's afraid of the wolf or something.
How about who's afraid of the big old wolf?
Oh, it'd be Big Bad Wolf.
That's better.
Now, what comes next?
That rhymes with wolf.
Well, what's wrong with Wolf?
Yeah, let's repeat it. It is going to work. Let's try it, huh? Who's afraid of the big bad wolf?
Big bad wolf, big bad wolf.
Who's afraid of the big bad wolf?
Fiddle.
Hey, that's good. All right.
This little ditty helped us a lot. When the picture was finished, we found we had repeated the phrase, who's afraid of the big bad wolf, some 20 times.
Hi, I'm William Bendix, and I've got a little secret for you. I wouldn't want this to get around generally, but the truth is, I'm all thumbs. Not long ago, for instance, I was trying to fix a faucet. I got out my trusty wrench. And what happened? Well, things got a bit out of hand. And even hobbies. I once started to fiddle around with a chemistry set. And here again. But now I found something even I can do. Even I can take swell pictures with this Brownie Starmite camera. You just aim, press the button, you get terrific snapshots and slides. Flash pictures, too. Just look at this one I took. How about that, huh? Oh, sorry. But believe me, if I can take good snapshots, anyone can. Why not try it yourself?
See the Starmite camera this week. It costs less than $12. And remember, you can depend on the name Kodak.
Possibly the Three Little Pigs came out at the right psychological moment. For back in 1933, a lot of people were seriously thinking of keeping the big bad wolf from the door. At any rate, both the song and the picture were quite successful, and important to us in another way as well, for it showed us the value of telling a story through a song. Now, when we started Snow White, the first feature-length cartoon, we kept this in mind. Of course, we wanted the songs to stand on their own merits, and most of them did quite well. But our first concern was to make sure that each song helped us tell our story. Perhaps you'll remember some of them. There's a song in which Snow White expresses the wish that lies in the heart of every young girl. As in all good fairy tales, Snow White's dream does come true. After Snow White came Pinocchio, and with it, the Academy Award-winning song for 1940, When You Wish Upon a Star. In 1946, the Academy Award was given to Zippity-Doo-Dah from our picture, Song of the South. We were especially gratified by this, for Song of the South was based on some characters from our favorite American folk tales, the Uncle Remus stories by Joel Chandler Harris. Of course, winning this award is always a great event. And as Uncle Remus would say, it's something that could happen only on one of those zippity-doo-dah days.
Wonderful feeling, wonderful day.
Now Kodak presents Betty White with an invitation for you.
And here it is, the new Kodak 8 movie camera. It invites you to star everyone in your family in movies. I said everyone. Thank you. The new Kodak 8 is so easy to use. Anyone in your family can take beautiful movies. Well, almost anyone. It's priced so low, it's easy on the family budget. It has a fine, sharp lens that never needs focusing. And it's built so well, every family will enjoy the sparkling movies it takes in beautiful color. Ask your Kodak dealer for the camera Betty White showed you. The new Kodak 8 movie camera. It costs less than $35 or as little as $4 down at most dealers. Remember, all of you, for your beautiful pictures, you can depend on the name Kodak.
Of course, we've had a good many other songs and a good many other pictures. But now, let's follow a couple of songs from their inception, through their recording, to their finished appearance in our first CinemaScope feature-length cartoon, Lady and the Tramp. Now, after we'd completed a rough adaptation of the story, we held a meeting to discuss the song possibilities. You probably know Peggy Lee as a singer and an actress. But Peggy is also a talented lyricist, so she and Sonny Burke, the well-known musician and composer, were called in on the problem. Joe Rinaldi, ID and sketch man, and Ed Penner, writer and director of the story unit, discussed the story with them.
So our story ends happily. Lady and the Tramp are reunited and have a family of their own.
Oh, I love it. I love the whole idea.
Now, the story has a lot of warmth, Ed.
Well, shall we get to work?
Okay.
Where can we put the songs?
Well, if you like, I can go through the shorthand version. It'll remind you the highlights of the plot.
That's fine.
Yes, that's a good idea.
Over here in the plush neighborhood, we have our heroine, Lady, well-mannered young cocker spaniel. Next door, her blue-blooded friends, Jock the Scotty and Trusty the bloodhound. He's the old boy you'll remember that's losing his sense of smell. Over here on the wrong side of the tracks, we have the Tramp. He's the independent mutt, a dog with a different home for every day in the week, depending, of course, on what's cooking. Now, our crisis first arises with the arrival of the baby. Lady, of course, falls in love with the baby the moment she sees him. Unfortunately, Aunt Sarah moves in, just to help out, and brings her 2 Siamese cats with her. The cats wreck the house, and Sarah blames Lady and puts a muzzle on her. Terrified by this treatment, Lady runs away and meets the Tramp, who takes her to the zoo, where a beaver chews off the muzzle. Now, the Tramp takes Lady for a night on the town. There's dinner at Tony's. They go for a stroll down Lover's Lane, but unfortunately, this romantic interlude is interrupted by the dog catcher, who picks up Lady. And now we find our Park Avenue debutante in the dog pound, surrounded by a lot of unsavory characters. When Lady is brought home that night, she's punished, chained to a doghouse. This gives our villain, the Rat, an opportunity to enter the house through the nursery window. The Tramp hears Lady barking and rushes over to see what's wrong. When she tells him about the Rat, he runs into the house and disposes of him. Aunt Sarah hears the Tramp, thinks he's come to attack the baby, so she has him sent to the dog pound. But fortunately, Jock and Trusty hear of the Tramp's heroism. They stop the wagon, and all ends well with the Tramp a member of the family and wearing a collar and a license.
Well, I think I see a couple of spots for songs. Here where Lady first sees the baby, I think that's a natural for a lullaby. And maybe a love song here where Tramp takes Lady out for their big night.
But, Peg, you wouldn't want Tramp to sing it, would you?
No, he's hardly the crooner type.
I agree.
How about Tony, Joe the cook? While the Lady and the Tramp eat dinner, maybe he's a sing a beautiful song.
That's a good bit, Joe.
An Italiano love song, huh?
Good. There's a spot here where the cats get Lady into trouble. Walt suggested we tell the whole sequence with a song.
Well, there's Siamese. How about an Oriental number?
I think that's a wonderful idea. Do you have the business of the Lady and the Cats worked out?
Only in a general way. Joe, you have some idea sketched out on it?
Yes, right here.
Ooh, they are a couple of villains, aren't they?
In a comedy sense, yes. We don't want to make heavies out of them. We just can't keep out of trouble.
Like a couple of mischievous kids.
That's right.
Well, that sounds like fun. Why don't we start with this one?
Good.
Fine.
So Peggy and Sonny went to work.
Peg, I think it calls for a certain kind of Oriental rhythm.
I think so, too. Maybe something like,
Let me try this. I have an idea.
course, there's more to writing a song than just getting an idea. It generally calls for patience, perseverance, and a lot of thought. It's seldom done in a day.
We are Siamese, if you please. We are Siamese, if you don't please. I like that. Is that all right?
Fine.
They called their number the Siamese Cat Song, a duet for two cats. When the Siamese Cat Song was finished, Peggy and Sonny made a test recording, with Peggy doing the voices of both cats. Now let's have Peggy explain how she sings a duet with herself.
It's really very simple if you happen to have a home tape recorder, and also if you can borrow another one from a neighbor, you might have fun trying it yourself. So first, with Sonny accompanying me on the marimba, I'm going to record my voice singing the melody on this machine, and that will be the voice of the first Siamese cat. Are you ready?
So.
Proceed.
We are Siamese, if you please. We are Siamese, if you don't please. We are former residents of Siam. There are no finer cat than I am.
Now, while Sonny reverses the tape with the melody on it and runs it back to the starting point, I'll explain the second machine. Our next step will be to record on this one. The first machine will be set to play back the tape we have already recorded. And I'll hold this microphone near the speaker so that my voice singing the melody will be picked up on the second machine. At the same time, I'll be recording the voice of the second cat, singing in harmony with the first. And we're also going to liven things up a bit by adding a few Oriental sound effects. Are ready?
So.
Proceed.
We are Siamese, if you please. We are Siamese, if you don't please. We are former residents of Siam. There are no finer cat than I am.
We liked Peggy's test so well that we insisted she play both cat parts in the picture. Here's how one of our animators, John Sibley, saw her in his first rough animation drawings.
Oh, merciful heavens! My darlings, my precious pets! Oh, that wicked animal. Attacking my poor, innocent little angels.
Now Kodak invites you to step inside your own private movie theater. Now it's easier than ever to enjoy the fun of your own movie shows with any of Kodak's complete line of movie projectors. Take the new Chevron 8, for example. It's remarkably easy to use and has every modern feature. Watch how it threads itself. Turns off the lights, does the work for you, and leaves you just the fun. Imagine smooth half-hour showings of your good times in beautiful color. 7 feet wide, if you like. The Chevron 8 shows your movie so beautifully, everyone will be all smiles, including you. It's stylish, compact, and quiet as a whisper. See the Chevron 8 at all the Kodak movie projectors and start enjoying your private movie theater soon. Remember, you can depend on the name Kodak.
The Siamese cat recording that Peggy and Sonny made was, as we explained, a rough test. Now, our production recordings are much more elaborate. Here on one of our sound stages, we're getting ready to record the opening of the dog pound sequence from Lady and the Tramp. Our animation has been completed and is projected onto a movie screen where it can be seen by our musical director, Oliver Wallace, as he conducts that very talented and versatile group, the Mellow Men.
How we coming?
Just one more course and we're out.
Okay. On a downbeat.
That, in case you didn't recognize it, was Home Sweet Home, the only song in Lady and the Tramp that wasn't written by Peggy Lee and Sonny Burke. They wrote all the others. Besides the Siamese cat song, they gave us La La Loo, the lullaby Peggy sings in the role of a young mother.
La la loo, la la loo, oh my little star sweeper. I'll sweep the stardust for you. La la loo, la la loo, little soft, fluffy sleeper. Here comes a pink cloud for you. La la loo, la la loo, little wandering angel, hold up your wings, close your eyes. La la loo, la la loo, and may love be your keeper. La la loo, la la loo. La la there now, little star sweeper.
A new Christmas song, Peace on Earth.
Silent as the snowfall in the night, holy is the earth this Christmas night.
And Bella Notte, the love song Tony sings when the tramp takes Lady out to dinner.
Oh, this is the night. It's a beautiful night, and we call it Bella Notte. Look at the skies, they have stars in their eyes on this lovely Bella Notte. Side by side with your loved one, you'll find an enchantment here. The night will weave its magic spell when the one you love is near. For this is the night, and the heavens are right on this lovely Bella Notte.
These were all songs that we had planned to use. But one day when the picture was well underway, Peggy and Sonny brought us a number that we hadn't expected. It was called He's a Tramp, and it painted our hero as quite a gay dog with the ladies. We liked the song, and fortunately it fitted into our plans. We had a sequence where Lady is brought to the dog pound and discovers her boyfriend has quite a romantic past. So we decided to tell this through a song and created a new character to sing it, a canine torch singer. We called her Peg, and Peggy, of course, played the part for us.
What a dog.